Good morning, everyone. This time, here with us back to discussing things about the culture. Let me, Baskhoro Prasetyo, give a general explanation and the purpose of this video. From the Louise Damon wrote in her book Cultural Learning, The Fifth Dimension in the Language Classroom, 1987, that culture learns to share patterns or model of humans to life like daily life patterns. These patterns and model cover all aspects of human social interaction. Culture is the main adaptation mechanism of humankind. In this video, we will discuss about the culture that a person brings and how it's applied in society. But in this case, there are students working in a group for the realization of good values. But the group has the various ethnic groups, different race, language, and culture. We are here to acknowledge the things that would have happened to them. The first is the attention that occurs in the students, then the student perception, and what the theory is to match with their case. It can be said that humans are unique creators, so that they are able to create every set of dimensions with their own wisdom and uniqueness. In this assessment, we'll look at how theoretical concepts that have been taught in this issue class have values that can be used to build views and see how problems faced by everyone who play a role in this case. In this session, we will see how the attention of behavior and perception had a connection with three biggest theories with the hotspot muted group or Hall's high and low context. This theory and the analysis that will be present would help us see how the problem that occur in this student. At the beginning of this video, we will make an introduction how the attention of behavior and perception had connection with three biggest theory. For the next explanation, please Sinta.
Hi, I'm Sinta, and this session I will explain about perception of the other student. At the first, I will explain about Joanna's case. Joanna as coordinator in this group works not well enough, because what she planned didn't go well. She's already prepared for their preparation. The lack of preparation and the wrong strategy damaged their group. In this case, as Joanna, a coordinator should be more confident in conveying his strategy so that members understand what she's saying. And also, she doesn't consider the plan itself better than listening to the opinions of other members. Because this is group assignment, all groups are obliged to perform their respective tasks well in order to get the grades they want. And a coordinator is an important point for the assignment in this group to guide its members. And next, Francois cases. In this case, Francois helped with the group's work with Joanna. In the text, we can see Joanna said, Francois can work with her. He supported what Joanna did and he did what the Joanna planned. Francois gets good communication that makes her work well. Because communication it can be their assignments becomes work. Even so, only Francois was reliable in the group because almost all members had problems with what Joanna planned. Joanna must be understand to her members and not decide for herself. A lack of communication and confirmation that leaves members uncoordinated about their respective assignment. And we can move in one cases. I have read in this text, in that incident, we can see Joanna is embarrassed and when she explained about what Wong has to do and it makes he didn't understand what he must do. And I think Joanna lacks skill in explaining and it makes some members feel confused. Joanna should be more confident and make all members understand what she's planning. and she has to make sure all members understand their tasks. And if each member didn't want to ask, Joanna had to ask them one by one. Now I will explain about Rini cases, and Rini case is almost the same as John. Lack of communication problems hamper the activities of members with group plans. The coordinator should again make sure all members can do well. Instead of not caring about the members because of the deadline, Rini was confused, had to attend religious events or do group work. But Rini had to set a time because there was no time to change the schedule because of the deadline. And Mohammed, as to what Joanna told all members, he was to focus on the plan and how they did it and did not listen to the opinions of the other members when the members' opinions should be listened to so that there was no misunderstanding and could increase the value in that members. Joanna's too selfish. When Mohammed wanted to make his contribution, Joanna didn't listen to that and stay focused on the original plan she made. If his contribution were good or bad for the group, it might be best to listen, and if not, you could be brief on Mohammed. At the last, we can move at John cases. John as a representative of the basketball team and members of the group, he may be confused. He has to attend preparation meetings or basketball competition. As I said, John's case is the same as Trini's. And the lack of communication between the groups made John have the same activities on the same day. The coordinator should ask if on the day of the meeting there is something that is not available or not. All must be sure to be present on the day of the meeting because it is important in preparing their tasks.
Hello, I am Theresia here. I am here to identify and analyze cases of intercultural misunderstanding, and I will explain how misunderstanding can affect a person's behavior. And in this case, there are 6 members in the group. I will explain one by one. So yeah, I will start with a member named Joanna. What are the intentions of the group members' behavior? Joanna is clearly embraced and explains that not everyone was able to attend the preparation meeting that she had organized and or provided the pre-work she had requested. The purpose of Joanna's behavior is so that in the next meeting she wants all members to be involved in this group task, and the group can also get satisfactory grades. Next, franchise. Franchise fulfilled his responsibilities and there was no problem in this project. He didn't present any problems. The purpose of his behavior is that he is silent because he feels that he has completed his responsibilities and contribute to this group. Next, Wong. Wong said that it is not clear about what is expected of him. This means that Wong's behavior is intended because he wants Joanna to provide direction and provide a more detailed explanation of what he should do. Rene. Rene feels excluded from group work regarding tight deadlines, and she feels that working on Sundays is against her religious obligations. This means that Rene's behavior aims to provide input that there must be time to rest in doing the work that is currently being done. Next, Muhammad. Muhammad feels his contribution is neglected regarding this behavior. Muhammad has the aim that regarding teamwork, everything must be done together, exchanging ideas in order to be efficient and effective in achieving the common goal of completing group assignments well, and the result of thinking all group members. The last is John. John said that he had a game in basketball, so he could not attend the first meeting, and he said that he would attend attend the next meeting. As a form, he contributed to John group behavior in order to be given the understanding that he has the same responsibility. The big deal with group assignments is that he has to represent the campus in the competition, but he doesn't just escape the responsibility of the group. He takes responsibility for it by attending the next meeting to contribute to the group. The conclusion in this case was a lack of communication which result in misunderstanding. Everything should be discussed first, as the coordinator Joanna has an obligation to direct and plan how to do the task, what part of each will be discussed, what will be discussed is less detail by Joanna to do for other members. Everything must be well communicated, such as time constraints and etc. For Joanna, as a coordinator, she must coordinate with other members and not feel selfish to work alone in this group assignment, so that there are no misunderstanding and so that members also feel involved in this task. This is not entirely the fault of Joanna as the coordinator, but everyone must have their respective responsibilities in this task, because conveying ideas is one of the most needed collaboration in group assignments. Because the other members also lacked communication with Joanna as the coordinator about the difficulties and obstacles while doing the assignment. All group members didn't discuss the existing problems and didn't find out a way to solve them. As a result, misunderstanding arose.
The answer for number 4. The first one is house stats. Joanna, the one who tell lies, and she said that just she and Frances who were working on the assignment. From her statement, she wants to tell that the other members didn't join them to work together on the assignment. The second one is half stats too. Frances. She got the benefit from Joanna's statement that only Frances and Joanna who works together on the assignment, and Frances keeps silent without saying the truth that the other members have their reason. Number 3 is Wang. Hall's high and low context. His sentence has two meanings. It could be that his words or his statement is true, that he is confused about what to expect, or he's just making excuse for didn't joining the meeting that Joanna has made. Number 4 is Rini, Hall's high and low context. The meaning of her words is clear and she said what she feels. According to her religion, It is not allowed to work on Sunday, while the group meetings are held on Sunday, so she can join the meeting that Joanna has made. Number 5 is Mohammed, Hofstede's muted group. He is the one who silenced, and actually he has contributed, but Joanna said that he doesn't. From this statement, we know that actually Mohammed joining the meeting and work together, and Joanna just wanna be seen if just she and Frances who work on the assignment. Number 6 is John Hofstad's, because he is already said that he would represent the university for the competition, which together with the group meetings were held. And Joanna didn't care, also didn't tell that John has the other activity that he can cancel, and he already told Joanna, but Joanna didn't mention this on her statement. Also, from the other members who didn't mention it by Joanna, they said that Joanna just cares about herself and tells lies about the other members.
In the end of this session, we can see that culture of the people with different origin will have a different concept from one another. The most important thing that we can learn at this time is how we are able to respect all culture from their place of origin to how their culture applies. But what our moral responsibility as human beings is the basic concept that we make friends with the various kind of the people from various culture. And also we can get know them more deeply so that later it will be a good two-way connection. We hope that our explanation in this case has a value that we can learn starting from the various events that apply to everyone in this video and make us able to have an open-minded and more exciting among human beings. Our group signing out and see you next time everyone.